what they're looking for, because it was going on the premises of sex trafficking. They're looking for pictures of girls that may appear to be underage.
It's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. Everybody's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So,
Diddy's legal situation is rapidly deteriorating as federal authorities continue to release damaging leaks. It seems there's a personal vendetta against him, with new revelations surfacing regularly. Not only are there allegations of him being involved in domestic violence, but now there are serious accusations of trafficking, drawing troubling comparisons to the Epstein case.
My man, Ice Cube was saying if you read through the line what Ice Cube was saying, he was saying that all us or all of them has done the same Diddy been doing. And because he pissed somebody off, they targeted him. They're gonna make an example out of him. Whatever you do at this point in time, you understand, we gonna crush everything that you got to show the other people behind him. You don't come out and speak up or speak out on us. What Ice Cube was saying, brother, was that it ain't only Diddy picked on, targeted. That means there's other people that they know, but they just not gonna say anything about it. You understand? They're not gonna use them right now and put them up on a pedestal and knock them down like they doing Diddy. If Diddy hadn't done anything, if Diddy wasn't involved in anything, ain't nothing they could do to you. They could come at you, but if you got enough money like he had enough money, you understand? Whatever they say, the lies don't stand, bro. The truth stands. So Ice Cube saying that, I was a little disappointed. But what he was actually letting y'all know was this. It ain't only Diddy. There's other people. But because he came out and called those people racist, because he came out and tried to put a lawsuit against them, they gonna show him you don't bite the hand that feeds you. That's what that was all about. I met Ice Cube before when Puff was doing a video with Fabulous in California on the beach. Ice Cube, within walking distance, was doing a beauty shop at this it was barbershop at this place. I guess it was a barbershop right there next to the beach or whatever. He was shooting it there. So Kobe was there, Fabulous, Puff, and then we went over to the set of barbershop. I met him before, a good brother, man. But all he was saying in a slick way was that it ain't only Puff. Puff ain't the only one that's doing this. He's just being targeted by what he has said and what he did, bro.
Yeah, I know Cube, he getting a lot of backlash right now for that comment.
Yeah, he ain't the only one. Look what Misa did, bro. Puff baby mama. First she was saying, you went from making hit records, 6 songs, traveling the world, now you selling alcohol and death to the kids or something like that. And now she done came to his defense. You're gonna have people come to his defense and say things because they know that they could be next or their legacy could be gone because of what he did and how he operated. She knows that Justin could lose everything that he had in Justin name. All the people that sue him, if half of them win, that's a whole lot of money. He'll never get the endorsement. He'll never get what he had before. She see that now that Justin and anybody that's a part of him can lose what they have and not gain anything behind none of this.
So I want to ask you, your personal opinion. Do you feel like Diddy is being targeted?
Do I feel like he's being targeted?
Yeah.
I feel like that he's getting what he deserves. Point blank. Man, listen to me, man. All the stuff that he's gotten away with over the years. You know what I'm saying? Smacking people, beating girls, cheating people out of their publishing.
Given that Diddy was an informant, it's clear he must have injured someone high up in the federal ranks. As Ice Cube put it, he definitely pissed off the wrong people.
Diddy, you're hearing Diddy everywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
So, did you ever have any kind of run-in with Diddy? Did you ever do anything with Diddy? Any projects you worked on with them?
Yeah, he produced a few records, or had his producers do a few records on my War and Peace album, Peace Disc.
How was he to work with?
It was cool. He gave us great music. We flew out to New York, and I was mainly in the studio with the producer. He had a stable of producers, so I was in the studio with his stable of producers. I think we did some great music, and I really, kind of lost contact with him and really stopped, dealing with Puffy around 94.
Oh, any specific reason?
Yeah, they was doing their thing, I was doing mine. And I'm not the partying type. You know what I mean? I ain't never been to a Diddy party. I ain't never really wanted to go, but I don't go to a lot of people's parties. That just ain't what I'm in it for. You've been to one, you've been to them all.
Are you surprised at what things are coming out with Diddy at all, or you have no idea? It's none of my business. You live long. Kind of like the mindset.
I'm surprised. How could you be surprised with anything that happens in hip hop? Hip hop is the Wild West. So you're gonna have the good, you're gonna have the bad, you're gonna have the ugly.
You think he's being targeted, or some of the stuff he's got, there's credibility on what they're coming after him with the tapes and the feds and raiding his Miami home, his LA home?
I believe he's being targeted.
You believe he's being targeted?
Yeah. I believe, somebody has the power to pull the trigger to make stuff just domino effect.
Okay. All right. So you think he's being targeted. So you don't think, Suge said, you can say what you want about Diddy, but Diddy didn't learn to like young boys. He learned it from a man named Clive Davis. He threw Clive Davis in there. It doesn't sound like you're part of that camp. You're part of the camp that you think he's being targeted.
I don't know enough to even be able to be specific on any of this stuff. It's just all speculation. I just know he was cool up until a point, and then this stuff started happening. So I believe somebody, like I said, yo, he's our new guy we on this year or whatever.
It's pretty amusing that he had to clarify, I ain't been to a Diddy party, especially considering that anyone who has attended one is now under suspicion.
Or their marketing or whatever the stuff that he did, all the stuff that he did over the years, man, he just finally, karma is crazy. It'll reach back and bite you in the ass. And he's just getting what he deserves. Targeted? Yeah, good. But they're going to be able to prove some of the stuff that he's done.
Yeah, it ain't looking too good for him.
Not at all. Not at all. And it won't be looking good for him. They got enough witnesses, man. They got enough evidence against him. It's going to be... Listen, you don't hire 6 different lawyers or 7 for different situations unless you've been involved in those different situations and you need 6 top lawyers to handle. talking about drugs, talking about guns, talking about sex trafficking. You understand? You're talking about embezzlement, taxes, all that. Come on, man. They gonna come at him. They gonna lower the boom.
How you feel about the footage that went viral of Diddy water rafting in Wyoming? You know, when that went viral, man, that had a whole lot of people mad.
No, nobody should be mad. He should enjoy himself, brother, before we go to jail. Because he might not see those white water rafting again. He might not see none of this stuff. And people might think that, you know, I'll be happy to see that. I don't really care. I really, your brother, I really don't care. But he should enjoy himself before he gets his just dessert. Because he did a lot of crazy shit to people around us. He did a lot of crazy shit, and he deserved to be wherever those people gonna put him at once they prove their case.
So when you see those videos of him having fun, you don't feel a type of way?
Nah, I just see I see him one day that I know for a fact he'll be behind bars. So it don't matter what he do now. Work out, you know, get your muscle game, get your knuckle game up. You understand? Do what you gotta do, because behind those bars is a whole different life. It's a whole different thing.
Damn, you telling him to get his knuckle game up?
Yeah. To beat off the guys that he don't want him to beat on him. No Diddy. Listen here, man. When people know they about to go away, they're gonna enjoy life the best they can. All the things that was on their bucket list, all the things that they know that they wanted to do, but may not have time to do it when they get out, or they might be too old when they get out, they go ahead and do them. So he's supposed to go out and have fun. Don't think he don't know. You pay those lawyers to know. Those lawyers know what he's going to beat, and those lawyers know what he ain't going to beat. So when you look at it, they already told him, yo, we might could beat this, but you're going to do time on this. We might could beat that right there, and you're going to do a little time for that. You max it up together. Let's see where we can get you. Let's see, can we get you 10, 15, 20, and not the life, like some of the people behind him got.
You know, Cassie, her lawyer came out, man. She was mad too, man. Like when that video came out of him water rafting, yeah, man, she was heated about that, man. She came out with a statement.
Well, I think that this being in the men's shower in the prison system, the shower probably ain't as hard as that white water rafting is, but it'll be a lot of hard things in there that'll remind him of what he was doing on the outside. Bruh, dude has a right until he's been proven guilty to enjoy his life. You understand? Cassie got her 30 million, you know what I'm saying? Go enjoy your life, but it could never pay enough for what she probably went through, or somebody putting their hands on them and doing the shit that they was doing and drugging them up and changing who they was. You understand? That happens in life. I've seen it in a lot of different cases. You understand? Girls will get with a certain guys and they drug them out. They put them out. You know, now she has still a chance to try to get some normalcy in her life and get those nightmares away. You understand? But this dude doing all that stuff like that, that just goes to show me that he knows he's going away, bro. That's all. Never seen him on a bike before then. You never seen him on a boat riding a whitewater rafting before then. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing none of that stuff until recent that we know of. He might be jumping out of parachute, jumping out of an airplane with a parachute soon.
Oh man, yeah, that's crazy, man. But have you been hearing any news about him getting indicted or no?
No, one of my friends who was actually in the studio with him said that Homeland Security brought him in, and this dude is he's a fraternity brother of mine, but he's also a producer, an engineer, and he was in the studio the night one of the girls made a complaint. The night something happened to one of the girls, and he told the lawyer everything that the girl told him, which was crazy. And Homeland Security brought him in. So he told them they wouldn't let him know what they were doing, but it seemed like that something might happen before Labor Day.
Wow, before Labor Day?
Yeah.
We've confirmed Diddy's arrest date before even the release of GTA 6. What a world we're living in.
They working hard on this, bro. They working hard. You got to realize they working with a lot of stuff. They working with the taxes. They got lawyers for the taxes. They got lawyers for the complaints for the what you call that? SA sexual assault complaints. They got lawyers for what else? The drugs, the gun trafficking. They got different lawyers working on all those things, bro. And they got witnesses.
If you don't mind me asking, what was the girl saying to the lawyers?
Oh, the girl has said that that same shit that happened to little Chris, he gave him a bottle of champagne or wine or whatever like that, and once she drank it, she became a certain way and found herself giving him a fellatio in the studio in front of people. The dude said he walked out because he was appalled. He had just had a daughter. So he walked out. So he was appalled. That's what he told me. So I'm like, damn, team. Say, yeah. So the same thing that she told her lawyer, he told the lawyer and Homeland Security. And he was actually there, a college graduate. You understand? Working, good dude, perfect witness. He told, the engineer told Homeland Security and her lawyer the same exact thing she told them. He said he was appalled at what he saw and walked out. So they got witnesses. They got witnesses, bro. They have people want to make up stuff, but they got people who was that was witness and speaking about it. See, people get mad because I'm saying it first. They hearing it from me. But I could care less how somebody else feel or think. I'm not here to praise Diddy. No, I'm not. Like Brutus told the Senate, I'm here to bury him. He did enough wrong for people around us, to people around us. He did enough wrong to their mother. He did enough wrong to them. He need to pay the price. I don't care what nobody say. You can feel whatever you want to feel. You can call Gene Deal whatever you want to call Gene Deal. You can say whatever you want to say. But I came here November the 18th, 2018, and I told y'all from Jump Street, I didn't know I was going to get a platform like Art of Dialogue. I didn't know I was going to get a platform like MREC, different people who helped me build this up. Did I have my own show? Everybody want to come here and think that I just talk about Diddy. You come to the Gene Deal show, you see a different thing. I talk about everything. But when I'm come to do an interview, I answer the question. And my thing of it right here is this, is that I'm not here to praise somebody. A real man don't hold or bite his tongue for nobody when injustice has been done to people, first of all, that he got love for. And second of all, for when somebody know that somebody is wrong. I've been saying the same shit since 97, Mike. I was the one in there holding Big Mom hand while she crying. These people come over here, I initiated a lot of this stuff for these YouTubers to go to their platforms and talk about stuff. Because they sit around and talk about stuff that I didn't say, that they didn't heard on the Art of Dialogue.
We have to acknowledge that the coverage from us and other YouTubers is playing a role in bringing about justice. If there hadn't been so many videos about Diddy before the raid might not have happened at all.
You done birthed a lot of these content creators.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. I mean, a lot of platforms, did start talking about it after, we've been talking about it for years. So, yeah, you're right about that.
And they were scared at first, Mighty. They were scared to say anything.
But my thing is this, right? With all the money and fame that Diddy has, why is he out here jerking females to get fellatio? You would think, him being who he is, he don't gotta do that.
Bruh, he's a different dude from when I was around him and people was like Suge even said this, Puff is different now. You understand? When he went to California, man, that's a whole nother stuff, man. Dudes in New York wouldn't even, he probably was doing a little of that stuff right there in New York around people and things like that, but he knew who to do that around. You understand what I'm saying? He knew who to do shit like that around. And when you don't have no conversation, he said it before, he don't know how to talk to women. You don't have no conversation for Jennifer Lopez. I seen him. I was there when they had conversations. She would say some fly shit to him. You know what the perfect day would be with me and you just sitting out here, eating, just sitting out here, having a light lunch, drinking some wine, and just talking and talking and talking. She would say stuff like that to him. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga be looking like he's stuck on stupid. So I've seen him have conversations. He would say to Wolf and them, yo man, I don't know how to talk to girls. But when you got that kind of money, you shouldn't have to know how to talk to girls. Or read a book and learn how to talk to them.
Willie did. He did an interview with Christopher Williams, and he was mad, man, and you can't blame him. He was talking about the rumor about how, he gave Diddy fellatio. And he made a comment about how he got one of his guys to check him for some comments you made about him. Like, what happened with that, man? What's the deal with that?
Man, listen here. I've always had the highest respect for Christopher Williams. I never spoke bad about Christopher Williams. Anybody who ever seen an interview with me about Christopher Williams, when I spoke on something that I didn't have a dog in that fight. You understand? When Jaguar Wright said something about Christopher Williams giving Puff a fellatio, I knew the Christopher Williams that I knew was a bunch of bullshit. And I could have left it at that because that was her story with somebody else. That somebody told her. I should have shut my mouth closed and said nothing. But because I know I am and I know Christopher Williams, I spoke on it. I spoke on the fact what I did with him one day at Heavy D's birthday party. And I spoke on the fact that he used to be toting and carrying that Tray 8. You understand? The same Tray 8 that I took from him. Now, when Christopher Williams went to tell a story, I don't know if he saw what I said or somebody told him. But for him to say, oh, G Deal changed this whole story. Yo, you was wrong, bro. Gene Deal, I had one of my Fed dudes, listen to me, bro. Anybody that knows me, anybody that been around me, I've said it time and time again, you ain't checking nothing but my coat. Ain't no dude ever checked me on nothing, Chris. And whoever told you that lie, Because I'm gonna say I don't believe that you made up that lie. I'm gonna go with that you're an honorable guy and somebody told you that lie. But ain't nobody ever called me on you, Chris. I got one call from the federal penitentiary before, and it was somebody who just came home and it was about Jimmy. That was it, point blank. I never got a call from anybody about you, Chris.
I'm eagerly anticipating Diddy's apology for whatever's about to come out this week.
Difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy. I'm going to rehab. Had to ask God for His mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
The shocking part is that one of Diddy's sons isn't actually his.
And for you to come out there on Willie D and say that, bruh, I'm just gonna go with the fact that somebody told you that. But I'm in Harlem, I'm in the Bronx, I'm wherever you want me to be at, because you always been a solid brother. Get your Fed guy that said he checked me, and we can have a conversation. Ain't nobody checked me, Chris. I said that if I'm not gonna call Jaguar a lie, I'm not gonna call the lawyer that she said that told her a lie. I'm not gonna do that, because that's their story. That's what they said. I'm saying, and like I said before, it was one dude that I knew that looked like you. And everybody came to my page and said, yo, I went to the internet, and he used to be the president of the Bad Boy. He used to be marketing, and he used to do that. His name was Lou Tucker. Yeah, they look like they could be brothers. And I'm not saying Lou did that shit. I'm just saying that the girl who told Jag, the lawyer who told Jag, could have had a mistaken identity, because I just knew as the solid brother I thought you was, and I deemed you to be, that wasn't you. It must have been a mistaken identity. But for you to say somebody checked me, bro, you know that ain't happening. I'm the same Nick that took the pistol out your hand. I'm the same Nick I've been, no matter what. And that's all I gotta say. Yo, I ain't got no love for nobody, ain't got love for me. Point blank.
And you stand on that. From what you know, you don't believe that he gave Diddy fellatio.
I stand on the man that I knew back then. You understand? I stand on the man that I knew from back then. What type of dude he was. The type of dude his people was around there. But for him to say that some nigga checked me, bro, get out of here, bro. Not at all. I know dudes behind bars. I probably know more dudes than he do. You understand? And a lot of them got love for me.
So here's the thing, right? Because I do remember you saying that you don't think it was him, but you did say that it was another guy that looked like him.
Yeah, they had a lot of Fanoit guys down there, clown ass kicking dudes around there. And if it was anybody, it may have been a soft ass nigga like Chris Tucker. Lou Tucker, that's his name. Lou Tucker, son Chris Tucker, yeah. Oh, he had a bunch of soft motherfuckers around there kissing his ass.
You made a comment earlier about him having a pistol and you had to take it. Like, what happened with that?
We already talked about that, Mighty. We talked about that before. We talked about that before, brother, because that's when we was in the club and a Heavy D birthday party. You understand? And I seen him over there with the Kung Fu grip on the chick's throat. And me and my dude, Big Boy, from 114th Street, he's still around. We rolled up on him. He got him on one side. I got him on the side with a gun at. Grabbed him, twisted, snatched it out of his hand. Big Boy looped him up, and we took him out the club.
Okay, I got you. But Misa, what was the issue between both of y'all? Because you was telling me about how she put the blame on you, right? For starting a rumor about how, Justin dad was Wolf. And she made a comment saying that, the reason why you started that rumor was because you was mad that, she didn't pay you back some money she owed you. $250, something like that.
Yo, Mighty, it was $750, but I didn't start the rumor. I let that shit go way back then, Mighty. Mighty, people don't understand this, is that I never quit my job as a New York State parole officer. I never stopped working for Elite Investigations. I ran 3 housing complex. I never stopped giving parties with Slick and the family. You understand? I never stopped being the bodyguard for K. Slade. I never stopped being over Chaz Williams' Black Hand Security. I had more money at the time than China had rice. When niggas was playing around, Mighty, I bought my house in 99. Do you hear me? I bought my house in 99, Mighty. Misha was supposed to pay me every week based on how many days I worked for, 3 days, and then she went ghost on me. I was like, yo, what's happening? I'm calling her, man. Yo, Mighty. Where's this thing at? Like, hold on. It's right here. 1 second, Mighty.
Yeah, go for it.
Yo, check this out. Well, people don't stuff. I don't throw away nothing, Mighty. You see this? See this, Mighty? You sure it's camera?
Yeah, I see it.
Yo, show this to me right here. That was her car. You see it? You'll say China doll. You got it? That was her car.
Yeah, I see it. Yep, see it perfectly.
Yo, my man, listen here, man. Mighty. Me and Misha was like this. We used to talk about everything in life. You understand? We used to talk about everything in life. I was at Justin's Christmas, all his birthday parties, growing up. Me and Misha was close. I knew some of her deepest secrets on dudes she was dealing with. And I was like this. Misha could have called me and said, yo, G, I can't give you nothing. I'd have been fine with, okay, Misha, when you get on your feet, mama, you raising kids. Even though your husband is a millionaire, your baby daddy is a millionaire, I understand, because I knew what Puck was doing to her. You feel me, Mighty? I knew what Puck was doing to her. Puff wouldn't piss on her if she was on fire. He was starving her. She said she was living in the cars and all this stuff like that at times. This is what Alpo told me. So I'm saying this to you. I did nothing and said nothing about Misa on me that $750 until I had a conversation with Alpo. Now Alpo, I don't know if you know him. You know, that's the guy that Cameron paid in full and everything.
Yeah, I know what that is.
Now to get back to your question is that people was always saying that Justin looked just like Anthony Wolf Jones. Anthony Wolf Jones' mother came and told me the same thing. I said, well, that's easy to find out. Because Wolf's son, his real son, was living with Justin out in California.
It sheds light on why he might have adopted a white girl. Though unusual, it seems like a genuine attempt to improve his image.
You saw this video, and I know you spoke about it on Vlad, but I wanted to get your thoughts over here on the video of Diddy where he brings out the little girl who he says he adopted. What were your thoughts when you saw that video, and what's your opinion on what it's really about?
Play that for me, John. The people know what I'm talking about. Because everybody only played the small version. Play the whole version and then y'all understand.
As we finish off, you go, Justin. My name is Justin, aka Just Blow. I'm a Capricorn, and I'm about that action. And I'm about raising money for the healthcare people. And we're just so blessed and thankful. Thank y'all for supporting us today. Yeah. What up, y'all? I'm Quincy. I say thank y'all for rocking with us. What you found? Sorry, I'm a Gemini. Everybody wondering, and thank y'all so much for just tuning in with us. We felt the energy, we saw the comments. Let's keep it going. This is we wanted to do this to just wake everybody up in the way of this, in a loving way. So help everybody have a happy Easter. Jesus is risen. Anybody else? Yeah. Everyone, introduce yourself.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava.
What's your other last name?
Ava.
Ava Baroni Combs. Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and stay with his kids.
That's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody. We want to get it straight. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids. Charlize Theron, everybody's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So, just clarify because it's crazy out here online. So, pray with the kids. I got permission from your mother. Say all of that. It's crazy out here.
Well, I met Jesse and Lila when I was 6 months old.
6 months.
And then basically sisters, all the 4 of us. And then I always come over.
Yeah. And it's Ava Baroni Combs. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Jesse, and I'm a Sagittarius, the best sign in the world. And yeah. Hi, I'm Chance. I'm a Cancer, and I just want to say thank you guys for watching.
Okay. There was a song by the Floaters back in the day that we grew up on. Float, float on. Y'all remember that? My name is Larry, and I'm a Sagittarius. And I like a woman who loves everything and everybody. That's pretty much what he was doing, y'all. And this young lady was used to doing. I know he had his other kids doing it and saying all of that. But y'all see what he said? Did y'all really catch what he said? He picked me up off the streets. 1 minute, then he goes and say, because I was on the streets, living on the streets. Then the next minute he telling her, oh no, say your parents' name.
you know, your other parents' name. That's the confusion right there, just in those things. But a billionaire picking up a little white girl off the streets?
It's unsettling to think about the lengths Diddy might go to, including putting a white girl on camera and making her share a story whose truth we can't verify. It's raising serious concerns that it could be related to trafficking.
And adopting her and calling her his own to come home and play with my kids? Y'all can't see this is trafficking? Okay, all right. Okay, he just helping out a nice little white girl that needed some a family. Okay. Okay. Come on, y'all. Y'all smarter than this. Y'all smarter than this. The way that young girl was talking and looking in the camera and all of that, she had did it before. They were doing that. That's how you shop people to pedophiles and people. We know she used the name of a person. Y'all know what they say about people that are Sagittarius. They freaky as a motherfucker, right? So why she said that was her sign. Or Scorpios, Sagittarius and Scorpios, okay, y'all don't know. All right. Oh, man, that's the most damaging thing I done saw to law enforcement. Let them find out her name is on one of those flights out of the country. Why y'all think they subpoenaed everybody that was on that plane and everybody that was traveling with him on planes, and he took her across a state line? Y'all just don't know, man. This trafficking, this sex trafficking, it's crazy. He needs help. He needs help. And like I said, I'm not gonna shit on him just yet, because if there's 1 or 2% chance that he's innocent of all of the accusations that we all making on him on YouTube, all the companies that are making him sell his stocks and disassociating themselves with him. I've been seeing lately a lot of people like Ed Lover and was it my boy Luke and all of them. Benzino, I told y'all about. Y'all heard me say that on Vlad. Has been coming to his defense lately. Floyd Mayweather. Did y'all hear what 50 Cent said? Floyd Mayweather for coming to his defense. I tell you that 50, I love that nigga. There's something about 50 I like. That's the type of nigga I can hang with. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, y'all, if any of that come to true. But I just want to hold, because we done tore this man up. We done broke him down worse than Bill Cosby. We done broke him down worse than R. Kelly. Worse than, one thing I do give y'all credit about. Y'all don't, we don't, I do, y'all don't. Y'all don't shit on Michael Jackson as bad as I think people could. Y'all give, once he got found out guilty, y'all did, a lot of people like, all right, everybody making this shit up on Michael. Fuck you. Don't be talking about Michael. It'd be interesting to see if Puffy can make a comeback like that, if that 1 or 2% chance that he is innocent. But man, oh man, this brother got some problems, and but I can't think. I was trying to think the other day of a black man that we build up and put them on a pedestal, and we didn't eventually break down, or people didn't break down. Meaning society, United States of America. Y'all remember when Jesse Jackson, man, that ran for president? We broke him down. We know, of course, Suge Knight, we broke him down. Dr. Dre, you know, we breaking him down, but we building him back up. Bill Cosby, we broke him down. R. Kelly, we broke down. Michael, we attempted to break down. Let's see, Michael Jordan, we accused him of being a gambler and all that, broke him down. Jim Brown, we did that to him, you know, with his wife, and gotten into his private business about breaking out cars that he owned, his own car. They tried him for that. Mike Tyson, we saw what we did to him. Tupac Shakur. I guess Obama, about the only one. We just try to say, you know, he wasn't an American and all of that, but that ain't a bad thing, I guess. Obama's about the only one, huh? It's gonna be interesting to see. That's one thing I would never want to be, is built up and black man, because you're gonna eventually get broke down. They will break you down. But hey, there's other examples out there. I'm just talking off the top of my head. Snoop, Reggie Wright, break him down. He even posted up pictures of his wife and stuff. But yeah, it's interesting.
We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Don't forget to like and subscribe.